All right, our next unit, this unit is about electricity and magnetism and how the two things are related. So we're going to start out, our first two assignments are going to be about electricity, and then we'll move into magnetism. So electricity is the flow of electrons and how we use it in our everyday lives. So before we start on electric current and electric flow, we need to review a few basics here for your subatomic particles. You should have seen a lot of this last year in chemistry also, so this is just going to be a quick review. So to have an atom that has an electric charge, you have to have an imbalance of positives and negatives. All atoms start out like this, well, not all atoms, but most atoms start out like this, neutral, where you have the same number of protons, the positives here, the red plus signs, equal your electrons. So protons and electrons are equal. You have 4 positive things, 4 negatives here. These negatives, these are minus signs to represent electrons. And then the blue, zeros, that represents a neutron. It has 0 charge, neither positive nor negative. It's neutral. Okay, so a neutral atom has the same number of protons and electrons. Protons are positive, electrons are negatives. All of these negatives and positives, they annihilate each other, they cancel it out. We have a neutral atom here. To get a positive electric charge, you have to have more protons than electrons. So you have your number of protons is greater than your number of electrons. And you can see here there's 5 protons, 5 plus signs, that represents our protons in the nucleus, and 4 electrons. These are minus signs, it's our electrons flying around the outside. So this one will annihilate that, that'll annihilate that, that'll annihilate that, that'll annihilate that, and then we have 1 extra proton, 1 extra positive charge, so this ends with a positive charged atom. Negative is the opposite. Your protons are less than your electrons, so we have 4 protons, 5 electrons, we have 1 extra electron, so we have a negative charge here for this atom. All right, the other thing we need to know is that opposite charges attract and same charges repel. So here, this just shows I have a positive atom here, so maybe this atom here, and then a negative atom. These two are going to link together like a magnet. They're going to get right next to each other. Opposite charges attract. Same charges or like charges repel. So you get 2 positives, 2 positive atoms, and they're going to push against each other. Or 2 negative atoms, they are also going to repel against each other. This is like a magnet. If you've ever had 2 magnets and tried to push either the 2 positive ends together or the 2 negative ends together, it's not going to let you. They repel.